Once upon a time, in a quiet little town filled with secrets, there lived a boy whose life would be forever changed by a single magical discovery. This is the tale of the Lost Wish. In a quiet old town filled with cobblestone streets and little shops, there was an unassuming house that held many secrets. It was here, in this old house with dusty shelves and faded wallpaper, that a young boy named Liam lived with his grandmother. Liam was a curious child with messy brown hair and bright, searching eyes. He loved to explore and was known for finding treasures in the most unexpected places. But one day he discovered something truly remarkable: a golden coin hidden in an old wooden box at the back of his grandmother's closet. The coin shimmered softly in his hand, its surface covered in ancient symbols that seemed to pulse with energy. On one side, there was a powerful dragon etched in intricate detail, its mouth open as if ready to breathe fire. The coin felt warm and almost alive, sending a thrill up Liam's arm. His mind raced with excitement and wonder as he tried to imagine the adventures and secrets that might come with it. Eager to share his discovery, Liam ran to show his grandmother. She looked at the coin with a mix of fascination and worry, her wise eyes narrowing as she studied it. "Liam," she said slowly, "this coin is not an ordinary one. It holds great power, but that power comes with a cost. Be careful what you wish for." She paused, her gaze turning serious. "Many people have lost themselves trying to control magic like this." Liam barely listened, his excitement too overwhelming. He held the coin close, thinking of all the amazing things he could do. That night, as he lay in bed, he tucked the coin under his pillow and dreamed of endless adventures. He didn't fully understand his grandmother's warning, but in his young heart, he felt invincible. The next morning, with the coin still clutched in his hand, Liam whispered his first wish. "I wish I could be invisible." And just like that, he faded from sight, looking at his hands in amazement as they vanished before his eyes. With a mischievous smile, he spent the day playing pranks on his friends, making things float in midair, and enjoying their surprised reactions. For Liam, it was a thrilling, unforgettable day. But one wish was not enough. In the following days, he wished for the ability to fly, soaring above the treetops and feeling the wind rush through his messy brown hair. Then he wished for mountains of candy that stretched to the ceiling of his room. And soon after, he found himself standing in a grand palace filled with gold and jewels, each one sparkling more beautifully than the last. With each wish, he felt more powerful, more important, as though he could have anything he desired with just a word. Yet with each wish, he noticed something troubling. The coin's glow was fading. Dark spots began to appear on its surface, slowly spreading with each new wish. But Liam shrugged it off, too enchanted by the thrill of his wishes to give it much thought. As time passed, however, something inside Liam began to change. Despite the treasures and adventures, he started to feel empty. He looked around his now treasure-filled room, cluttered with riches, and felt a strange hollowness. The laughter and excitement that had once filled his days were replaced by a growing loneliness he couldn't explain. He missed the warmth of his grandmother's kitchen, the laughter of his friends, and the simple joy of a sunny day outside. But he had wished for so much that he felt he couldn't return to that life. One evening, feeling lost, he sat by the window and gazed at the night sky, the coin in his hand. He realized that its once bright surface was now entirely dull, covered with dark patches, and it felt cold and heavy. Something deep inside told him that he had taken more than he was meant to. Desperate for help, Liam returned to his grandmother. She looked at him with gentle understanding, her wise eyes filled with both sadness and pride. "Liam," she said softly, "the coin's power was never meant to last forever. True happiness cannot come from magic or possessions. It comes from the people you love and the simple moments you cherish." Hearing her words, Liam felt a pang of regret. He clutched the coin tightly, realizing what he truly wanted was to go back, to return to his simple life, where things were real, where laughter and love didn't come from magic. He closed his eyes and made his final wish. "I wish to go back to my old life, to be the person I was before." But when he opened his eyes, he saw that the coin had crumbled into dust, leaving only a faint wisp of smoke. His grand palace and mountains of candy were gone. His powers had vanished, and he stood alone in a plain, empty room. For a moment, he felt a deep, aching loss. He looked around, wondering if he'd lost everything. But then he noticed the quiet peace that filled the empty room. The simplicity of the bare walls and familiar smells comforted him in a way his riches never had. He took a deep breath, and for the first time in days, he felt grounded, whole. He didn't need gold, magic, or adventures to feel happy. What he truly needed was already here. Over the next days, Liam's life returned to the way it was before. He found joy in small, ordinary things, helping his grandmother bake bread, laughing with his friends, and spending quiet evenings reading by the fire. His messy brown hair and bright eyes sparkled with a new wisdom that came not from power or adventure, but from a deep understanding of what truly mattered. And so Liam grew up, forever changed by the lessons of the coin. Whenever he saw a glimmer of gold or heard stories of magic, he would smile softly, reminded of the treasure he had found in the love and simple joys of his life. He had lost the coin, but he had gained something far more precious, a life filled with real, lasting happiness, and the knowledge that some things were too valuable to be wished away.